Hi there, welcome back. This is part 2 of the tutorial for the beautiful medley of Over the Rainbow and What a Wonderful World, put together by the wonderful Hawaiian musician Israel Kamakawiwo Ole. We're going to look now at What a Wonderful World. This is also set up as an AABA pattern, just as the first half was. Again, that means we've got 4 stanzas. The first 2, the AA, follow the same chord progression. The third stanza, what we call the B section, follows a different chord pattern. When we come back to the 4th stanza, we're coming back to the original A pattern. So really just 2 patterns to learn here, and then in the right sequence. We are going to need our C chord, E minor, F, G7, and A minor, just like we had before. Added to that are 2 new chords I want to make sure you're aware of. The first one is E7. I've got my index finger on the 1st fret of G, middle and ring on the 2nd fret of C and A. And in particular, we're going to go there from the C chord. So you'll want to just be familiar with how to get there. And then we're going to end up on the A minor chord afterwards. The other one that's going to come up just once in the B stanza here is the D minor chord. You may have seen it before. It's like your F chord with a friend. Just add your ring finger to the 2nd fret of C, tucking it there behind your middle finger. So make sure you're familiar with those 2 additional chords we're adding to the mix. When we start the A stanza, we are starting with the same circle as Over the Rainbow. A bar of C, a bar of E minor, a bar of F, back to a bar of C. Now notice it's just 1 bar per chord here. Previously it was 2 bars. In this case we're moving a little, we're not tempo-wise moving faster, but the chords are changing every bar instead of every 2 bars. So again, bar of C, bar of E minor, bar of F, bar of C. The second line goes to F, back to C, then here comes your E7 to A minor. Try that again, F to C to E7 to A minor. And now here we do take a pause. We play 2 bars of F, 2 bars of G7, 2 bars of A minor to 2 bars of F. And then we start the whole thing again. So just a 3-line pattern here. I'm going to add my strum pattern with the backbeat in to the chords. We'll do it 1 time through and then I'll go back and add the words. 1, 2, starting on C, 1, 2, 3, E minor, 1, 2, 3, to F, 1, 2, 3, back to C, 2, 3, 4, F, second line here, to C, E7, A minor, third line F, for 2, G7, for 2, A minor, for 2, and F, for 2. Let's add the words. I see trees of green and red roses too. I'll watch them bloom, E7, for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. To F, try it all again. Here comes stanza 2. I see skies of blue, I see clouds of white, and the brightness of day. E7, I like the dark, and I think to myself, what a wonderful to see. Over to F, back to C, for 2. Wait a second, I thought this was an AABA pattern where the first 2 stanzas follow the same progression. There's a little bit of a different ending here, and that's very common in these AABA songs because the first stanza is leading back to the chord progression of the 2nd stanza, which is the same progression, right? But when we're going from the 2nd stanza to the 3rd, we're setting ourselves up musically for a totally different pattern, potentially. So in this case, you want to watch out. The first stanza ends on those 2 bars of A minor to F. Second stanza ends on a bar of C, a bar of F, back to 2 bars of C. But that's the only difference. Everything else when you're singing the lyrics is the same. Let's take a look at the B stanza now. We start with 2 bars of 2 bars of G7 to 2 bars of C. We do that twice, 2 bars of G7, 2 bars of C, and then now 1 bar each back and forth between F and C, again, to C, 3 times, F to C, and then we close it out with 2 bars of D minor to 2 bars of G7, and then we come back to the original A stanza. Let's try it here, just the chords, starting on G7 now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4 to C, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, again, G7 to C. Now back and forth from F to C, again, one more time, now to D minor for 2, G7 for 2, start again, the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, and also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying D minor, I love you. Back to the A stanza. I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. A minor up to F, and pause right there. Beautiful. So you see how the AABA form fits this song just like it did Over the Rainbow. Feel free to pause here because that's what we've got for What a Wonderful World. We continue on from here by going back to the B and A stanza of Over the Rainbow, but I'll let you take a look at that in the whole picture coming up in the play along. For right now, feel free to go back and review any of this tutorial you need. Remember, you can always slow me down with the settings wheel and the playback speed. You can leave out the chords to work on the strumming, leave out the strumming to work on the chords. There's a lot to get into here, so feel free to work on your own with that song chart as well. All right? Enjoy, and I'll see you for the play along. Thank you so much for watching. If this video is helpful to you, please give it a like and subscribe below. It really helps the channel grow, and it lets you know when new videos have been posted. You might also consider becoming a member, which you can do at different levels, gets you different perks, and again, is a great way to say thank you and keep this channel going. Really appreciate your support. You can learn more about my work at averyhill.studio. Thanks so much.